In the heart of the African savanna, under the golden sun and amid the tall, waving grasses, there lived a mighty lion named Leo. Known as the king of the jungle, Leo was respected by all the animals for his strength and bravery. He had a loud, rumbling roar that could be heard from miles away, and everyone knew to keep out of his path. One hot afternoon, after a big meal, Leo lay down under a shady tree to rest. He stretched out his paws, let out a big yawn, and closed his eyes, drifting off into a peaceful nap. But not long after he began to doze, a little mouse named Mimi scurried out of her burrow nearby. Mimi was a curious and lively mouse, always on the lookout for new adventures. As she dashed through the grass, she didn't realize she was running straight toward Leo's paw. Before she knew it, she had accidentally tickled his paw with her tiny tail. Startled, Leo woke up with a mighty roar, his eyes flashing as he looked down and saw the tiny mouse trembling beside him. Mimi, realizing her mistake, was terrified. She had heard stories of the great lion and feared he would be angry. "Oh, please, mighty lion," she squeaked, trembling. "I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm so small, and I didn't see you resting here. Please don't harm me." Leo looked down at the little creature, seeing her shaking in fear, and something softened in his heart. He could see that Mimi was just a tiny mouse, and she had meant no harm. Instead of growling or roaring, he gave her a gentle nod. "It's all right, little one," he said in his deep, rumbly voice. "You may go. You're far too small to cause any trouble for me." Mimi's eyes sparkled with gratitude. "Thank you, kind lion. I promise to never forget your kindness. Someday, I'll return the favor." Leo chuckled. He thought the idea of a little mouse helping a lion was quite funny, but he nodded kindly and watched as Mimi scampered off. A few weeks later, while Leo was out exploring, he wandered into an area of the jungle he rarely visited. Suddenly, he felt a sharp pain as a hunter's net closed around him, trapping him tightly. No matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't break free. The ropes were thick, and his mighty strength was no match for the hunter's clever trap. Leo let out a mighty roar, hoping someone might hear him. But the savanna was quiet, and there seemed to be no one around. Just then, Mimi, who had been gathering seeds nearby, heard his roar. She recognized it immediately and raced over to find Leo struggling in the net. "Oh no!" Mimi gasped. "Leo, you're trapped." Leo looked down and saw his tiny friend approaching. "Little one, I don't know if you can help, but I could use some assistance," he admitted, a bit embarrassed. Mimi didn't hesitate. "Hold still, Leo. I'll chew through the ropes with my sharp teeth," she said confidently. With determination, Mimi began to nibble at the thick ropes, her tiny teeth gnawing steadily. Bit by bit, rope by rope, she chewed away, making small tears in the net. It took time, but Mimi didn't give up. She worked tirelessly, biting through each rope until, at last, Leo could break free. Leo shook off the remaining ropes and stood up, looking down at his little rescuer with awe and gratitude. "Mimi, I'm free because of you. I never thought a tiny mouse like you could help me," he said, his eyes full of admiration. Mimi smiled proudly. "You were kind to me when you didn't have to be. I only wanted to return the favor." Leo lowered his mighty head in respect. "Thank you, little friend. Today, you taught me a valuable lesson. Kindness, no matter how small, can make a big difference." From that day forward, Leo and Mimi became the best of friends. Leo knew that true strength wasn't just about power but also about kindness and compassion, while Mimi knew that bravery wasn't about size, it was about heart. Together, they became a symbol of friendship throughout the savanna, reminding everyone that kindness always leaves a lasting impact.